Good life.
Your life देखिए देखिए ना ओके तापर आपण क्लिक खोलिबे ए साइडटा
ठीक है
हां क्लिक कर तापर कप
कप कप एई
हां ଆଉ
ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ
ହବନି
ହଁ ସେଇ କଥା
ଏଟା ଏଟା ମତେ ଦିଅ ତ ଆମ ପେନ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଏଟା ସେମିତି ଅଛି ପେନ୍ ମୋଡ କହିଲେ
ଏଟା ସା କଷ୍ଟ ବି ପଡ଼ିବ Good morning, all of you. Today's discussion with everyone. UNO. UNO. Pin modes.
आगे क्लिक करो
ठीक है
आगे माउस मोड़ जाओ माउस मोड़
ଏଇ
माउस मोड़ क्लिक करो नहीं ता देखिए बड़ा करंतु कप ऊपर रास्ता पर पेन मोड़
अच्छा
ଅଛି ହେଲା ତାପରେ ହଁ ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ଚେକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ତ ମିଡ଼ିୟମ୍ ଅଛି ନା ବିନ୍ଦୁଟା ହଁ ଅଛି ବିନ୍ଦୁ ପିଙ୍କ୍ କଲର୍ଟା ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ପିଙ୍କ୍
Today's discussion with him that is the UNO. UNO. United Nation Organization. United Nation Nation Organization and their headquarters international organization and their branch and their location and establishment and their organ all are everything discussing with him everybody's today's now very important topics heading that the UNO, that the United Nations Organization and their headquarters and their branch and their location. Okay, very important topics. Every on India exam, likely UPSC Union Public Service Commission, OPSC Odisha Public Service Commission, and their Assistant Section Officer exam, Odisha Staff Selection Commission exam, Central Staff Selection Commission exam, Odisha Subordinate Staff Selection Commission exam. Every exam के लिए UNO topic very important. UNO topic like the very important. Okay, very important. And minimum 2 question I the every exam. Minimum 2 question. Okay. The first number point one heading that the UNO. First number point one, the name United Nations. The name United Nations. United Nations was adopted. 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 At the suggestion of, or the suggestion of, suggestion of the US President, the US President F.D. Roosevelt. F.D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Okay. The United Nations was adopted at the suggestion of the US President F.D. Roosevelt. F.D. Roosevelt means Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, that the 32nd president of the USA. 32nd president of the USA. Okay, at this suggestion that the FD Roosevelt, the United Nations established. Okay, but FD Roosevelt during this period, 1933 to until now to 1945. During this period, that the FD Roosevelt, his suggestion that the United Nations established. Okay, number point one, very important points. The United Nations was adopted by the suggestion of that the 32nd president of the USA, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, number point two, number point two, number point two. The UN was formed. The UN was formed. The one UN was formed on 24th October October 1945. 1945. The UN was formed on 24th October 1945. Okay. Every year celebration worldwide nation that the 24th October, also known as UN Day. UN Day. Maximum time question every exam. Previous day. Right? Okay. The coming previous day exam. Right? Railway board exam. What is the staff selection and central CGL, CPL, every exam. Important point. Which day falls in that is the UN day? Which day observation every year worldwide nation that the UN day? Okay. Number point third. Number point third. The headquarter. The headquarter. The headquarter of the UNO. The headquarter of the UNO is situated Newark, Newark, USA. Okay, the headquarter of the UNO, headquarter, the मुख्यालय, the UN का जाति संघ का मुख्यालय, it was situated, अवस्थित that the Newark city, the famous industrial city of the UNO, industrial city of the US, also known as Newark. Okay, very important points. Every exam के लिए, the headquarter is located of the UNO. Newark, Washington, California, and Indiana. The four option I. The exam के लिए four option I. The first option that is the Newark. Second option Washington DC. Number point six that is the Spanish. Okay, total six languages of the UNO. Of the UNO. Total how many official languages of the UNO? Total six. Total six. Okay. Total six languages of the UNO. But only working language are two. Total six official languages, but working language. Which language is written and studied that is the UNO official language? Only English and French only. English and French only. That is the working language. Working language. Okay. English and French, that is the only working language. What official language? Are six. English, French, Chinese, English, French, Chinese, Russian, Arabic, Spanish. Okay, total six official languages. But only working language are two: English and French. English and French. Okay. Next point. Then what the next point? Number point seven or six. Six. The major organ of the brain. Heading: major organ of the UNO. Okay, major organ of the UNO. First, number point one, General Assemblies. General Assemblies. Also known as Sadharan Sabhagruha. Sadharan Sabhagruha. That the meeting hall of the UNO. General Assemblies. Number point two, then Security Council. Security Council. Number point third, Economic and Social Council. Economy and Social Council. Number point four, Trusteeship Council. Trusteeship Council. Number point five, ICJ. International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice. Number point six, that is the Secretariat. The Secretariat. The Secretariat. Okay, total how many organ of the UNO? Total six organ of the UNO. Every organ, that is the very very important points. The first organ, General Assemblies. Second organ, Security Council. Third organ, Economic and Social Council. Fourth organ, Trusteeship Council. Fifth organ, International Court of Justice, that is the ICJ. Then sixth organ, the Secretariat. Okay, the Secretariat. Next point, number point seven. Number point seven. Only the court, only the court, only the court, ICJ. Only the court means ICJ. Its headquarters sits at the its headquarters. Its headquarters Hague, Hague, Netherlands. Okay. Only the court ICJ is headquartered Hague, Netherlands. But all other, but all other organ headquarters sits Art. Where is Newark, USA? Newark, USA. Very, very important points. Only the court. Only the court means International Court of Justice. Its headquarters Hague, Netherlands, European candidates. Hague, Netherlands. But other five organ headquarters, its headquarters, that is the Newark City. Newark City, that is the US. Important points. Okay. Next point, number point 8. Number point 8. The Security Council. The Security Council. Security Council consists of 15 member. 15 member. Okay. Each member, the Security Council consists of 15 member. Okay. Each of which has one representative and one vote. Okay. Each of which has one representative and one vote. One vote. Okay. The Security Council consists of, Security Council means Suraksha Mantranaya of the UNO, Safety Department of the UNO. The Security Council aimed at that is the first primary duty, the safety for the every nation, every member country of the UNO. First point. Okay. The Security Council consists of 15 members, each of which has one representative, one vote. Next, next number 28. There are the Security Council consists of 15 members. There are 10 non-permanent members. 10 non-permanent members. And 5 permanent members. 5 permanent members. Okay. The Security Council 15 members. There are 10 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members, then 5 permanent members. Okay. The 5 permanent member, there are written number points. It live there number A, B, and C. The 5 permanent member are 5 permanent member are USA, UK, Russia, France, then China. Okay. There are 10 permanent member and 5 permanent member, then 10 non-permanent member. 5 permanent member are USA, UK, Russia, France, then China. Okay. 5 permanent, that is the highest veto power given by the UNO. Highest veto power, Sarvoch Jamata. Okay. Given by UNO. Total. Sijil question. The how many permanent member of the UN? Total five permanent member. Five permanent member. How many non-permanent member of the UNO? NTPC Railway Board and Odisha Staff Selection Exam and Junior Assistant Exam. Okay. How many non-permanent member of the UNO? Total 10 member. Total 10 member. How many permanent member? Total 5 member. Okay. 5 member are USA, UK, Russia, France, then China. Next point, then number point 9. Number point 9. The Probhar. The Probhar. Policeman of the war. The Probhar. Rudhi. Policeman of the war. Policeman of the war is used for Security Council. Security. Okay. Number point. The proverb of the policeman of the war. विश्व का सुरक्षा अधिकारी कौन है? विश्व का सुरक्षा अधिकारी कौन है? Okay. Then the Rudhi. The proverb. The policeman of the world is used for, the term used for. Where is? Security Council. Security Council also known as policeman of the world. Okay. Policeman of the world. Next point. But general assemblies. General assemblies. General assemblies. The major organ of the UN, number point 1. Okay. General assembly also known as Sadharan Sabha. Every one member country of the UNO is elected by the general assemblies. Every member country of the UNO was elected by the general assemblies. Elected by the general assemblies. Only one delegates in the general assemblies. Also known as General Assembly, also known as World Parliament House. World Parliament House. Okay. World Parliament House. ICJ means International Court of Justice. That is the World Court. World Court. Okay. All are the nickname of the major organ of the UN. Okay. Next point. Heading. General. Which organ of the UN also known as World Parliament House? Question है. CGL question, CHSL class to 10. Lower division clerk exam. LDC exam. Which organ also known as World Parliament House? World Parliament House. Okay. That is the General Assemblies. Option 4 है. General Assemblies, ICJ, Security Council, Social Economic Council. The 4 option है. Final answer, that is the General Assemblies. Okay. Next point. Next heading. Their headquarters and their location of this organization. International organization. Very, very important. Every question exam के लिए एक question है. एक question. Sure. Heading. World Organization. World Organization. World Organization and their headquarters. And headquarters. Okay. First, number point one. Number point one. That is the GATT, also known as General Agreement Tariff and Trade. General Agreement Tariff and Trade. Tariff and Trade, also known as GATT. Okay. General Agreement Tariff and Trade, also known as GATT, that the Trade Department, Trade Department of the UN, the major international organization under the UNO, also known as General Agreement Tariff and Trade, also known GATT. It established in the year and their headquarters, that is the Geneva Cantonment. Its headquarters, Geneva Cantonment. Geneva Cantonment's holy location, Switzerland. Established in the year 1947. 1947. General Agreement Tariff and Trade established which year? 1947. Its headquarters, Geneva Cantonment, Switzerland. Okay. Next point. Then Amnesty International. Next point, number point two. Number point two. Amnesty International. Amnesty International. Okay. Its headquarters, London. Its headquarters, London. Okay. UK. UK. Established in the year 1961. 1961. The Amnesty International, the major branch organization of the UNO and work for the under the UNO. Its headquarters, London. Its headquarters, London. Established which year? 1961. Okay. Next point, important point, number point third. Number point third. That the ADB, Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank, also known as ADB. Important point, maximum time question after every exam. The previous question and next time exam they आएगी. Sure, बिल्कुल. Okay, ADB, Asian Development Bank. Its headquarters, Mandaluyong. Its headquarters, Mandaluyong. Manila. Which country? Manila? Philippines. Okay. Established in the year 1966. Important year. Previous day question. Supply inspector, Odisha staff selection. Which year established, that is the ADB? Which year established, that is the ADB? Asian Development Bank. Okay. Asian Development Bank. Which year? 1966. 1966. Its headquarters, proper city of the Manila. proper city of the Philippines. Name that the Mandaluyong. Mandaluyong. Okay. Next point, number point 4. Number point 4. Then ASEAN. Next point, ASEAN Association of Southeast Asian nation. ASEAN nation. Also known as ASEAN. Okay. Association of Southeast Asian nation. Actually, the previous day, ASEAN stand for Asian stand for of Southeast Asian nation. Okay. Its headquarters. Its headquarters Jakarta. Its headquarters Jakarta. The capital city of the Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay. Established in the year 1967. 1967. Important point. But which year established, that is the ASEAN? Which year established, that is the ASEAN? 1967. Its headquarters Jakarta. Its headquarters Jakarta. Capital city of the Indonesia. Okay. So the Association Southeast Asian nation. Okay. But how many member countries of the ASEAN under this one? How many member countries of the ASEAN? Total 10 member country of the ASEAN. Total 10 member country of the ASEAN. 10 member. How many member? 10 member country. Member country of the ASEAN. Of the ASEAN. Okay. एक शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला 10 मेंबर के लिए रिमाइंडर के लिए दैट द शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला जानते हैं आप लोग लिखो टीम्स बीबीपीसीएल टीम्स बीबीपीसीएल टोटल 10 मेंबर कंट्री ऑफ द एशिया टी फॉर देखो टी फॉर थाईलैंड I for Indonesia M for Malaysia M for you can say Myanmar S for who can Singapore B for Brunei B for Vietnam P for Philippines C for PCL BVPCL C for Cambodia L for Laos. All are member country of the Asia. All are member country of the Asia. That the teams BVPCL. Teams BVPCL. Very very important. Very very important points. Important formula. Circuit formula. Okay. Railway NTPC exam. Which country not a member of the Asia? Which country Which country not member of Asia? Not member of Asia. Okay. Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, India. Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, India. India not member of the ASEAN. India not member of ASEAN. Okay. Very, very important points. Okay. Which country of the member of the ASEAN? Which country? Second question. Which country of the member of the ASEAN? India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar. Myanmar, that is the member of the ASEAN. But other three nations not member of the ASEAN. Okay, member of the ASEAN. Remind it one point that the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, Association of Southeast Asian, all are the Asian continent. Okay, total 10 member country of the Asian continent that is member. Okay, देखो देखो that the Indian map, Indo map. Okay, suppose that is the Indian map. Indian means that the Southeast Asian nation, that the East, West, North, and South. Okay, East, East, West, North, South. That the association Southeast, Southeast, Southeast. All are country of the angle of the Indian map. All are the country. यहाँ पर. Okay. देखो. तो total 10 member country of the it's here. Okay. That the Thailand. Thailand यहाँ पे देखो. 8. Okay. Then Indonesia यहाँ पे देखो. Then Malaysia यहाँ पे देखो. Then Myanmar यहाँ से देखो. Myanmar इंडिया का कंटिन्यू. Then Singapore देखो यहाँ पे. Then Brunei यहाँ पे. Then Vietnam यहाँ पे. Philippines यहाँ पे. Then Cambodia Cambodia यहाँ पे. Then Laos Laos ऊपर से देखो. तो टोटल अटलस फॉलो कर तो कंफर्म हो जाएगा. कंफर्म हो जाएगी. तो अटलस डेली फॉलो करो. Okay, that is the geography of the world. Geography of the world, also known as that is the Southeast Asian nation. All are the Asian continent member. That is the 10 member country of the ASEAN. All are the here. All are the here. And among them, that is the unit for the all total member country. That is the 10 member country. That is the all including that the Asia. Very, very important points. Next point. Then NATO. NATO. North. Number point 5. North Atlantic Treaty Atlantic Treaty Organization. Treaty Organization. Also known as NATO. also known as NATO. Its headquarters Brussels. Its headquarters Belgium. Established in the year 1949. 1949. Okay. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Its headquarters Brussels. Its full location European continent famous city Brussels, Belgium. Established which year? 1949. Then African Union. Next point. African Union. Number point 6. African Union. Its headquarters. Its headquarters Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa. Ethiopia. Capital city of Ethiopia. Established in the year 2001. 2001. Railway Group D exam 2015 and 16. The headquarters of the African Union. African Union. Its full location Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Established which year? 2001. Then ICRC. ICRC. Next point, number point 7. India is the International Committee of Red Cross. Committee of Red Cross. International Committee of Red Cross, the famous major international organization of the UNO. It's also known ICRC. ICRC. Okay. Its headquarters Geneva. Geneva, Switzerland. Established in the year 1863. Which year? The oldest organization of the UNO. Oldest organization of the UNO is headquartered Geneva, Switzerland. Which year established? 1863. Its name the International Committee of Red Cross. Red Cross. But ICRC, Indian Committee of Red Cross. Indian Committee of Red Cross. It is International Committee of Red Cross Societies. It's headquartered Geneva. But Indian Committee of Red Cross. India, not it. Indian Committee of Council of Red Cross. Council of Red Cross. Also known as Blood Bank. Blood Bank of the India. Blood, the headquarter of the Blood Bank of the India. Red Cross Societies. Its headquarters New Delhi. Established in the year 1920. Important point. Very, very important point. Okay. The Indian Council of Red Cross is headquartered New Delhi, established in the year 1920. 1920. But International Committee of Red Cross is headquartered Geneva, Switzerland, and established in the 1863. Oldest organization. Okay. Next point. Then number point 8. Number point number point 8. South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. South Asian Association for ASEAN ASEAN Association for Regional Cooperation. Regional Cooperation Corporation. Okay, it's also known as SARC. Important point. SARC. Okay, South Asian Association for regional corporation. Corporation. That the maximum time question at the pra exam. Maximum time exam. C stand for SARC. SARC C stand for cooperation, corporation, coordination, cultural. That the corporation. Corporation. C stand for. C stand for. Abbreviation stand for corporation. Corporation. Okay. Its headquartered Kathmandu. Kathmandu. Kathmandu is the capital city of the Nepal. Established in the year 1985. Which year? 1985. But how many member country of the SARC? How many member country of the SARC? Total 8 member country of the SARC. Total 8 member country under the SARC. Under the SARC. Okay. Which country? Its member? Then the shortcut formula. Shortcut formula. How many member the SARC? Total 8 member. Its name. The small remainder is the shortcut formula. That is the अपनी MBBS. अपनी MBBS. अपनी MBBS. Okay. Total 8 member country of the SARC. If her Afghanistan, prefer Pakistan, infer Nepal, infer India, infer Maldives, before Bhutan, before Bangladesh, as for Sri Lanka. Okay, total 8 member country. 8 member country of the SARC. अपनी MBBS ए फॉर अफगानिस्तान देखो, इंडियन मैप देखो, एशियन कंटिनेंट मेंबर, दैट इज साउथ एशिया, दक्षिण एशियन कंट्री, दक्षिण एशियन countries member. It's including that is the SARC, South Asian Association for Regional Corporation. Regional Corporation. देखो. So what's the Indian map? Yes, east, west, north, and south. Okay, that is the South Asian Association for Region. But India is fully location. India is fully location south of the Asian continent. South of the Asian continents. Okay. All are the Asian, South Asian country, including that the SARC. Including that the SARC. ओके देखो अफगानिस्तान 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 वन ऑफ द मेंबर ऑफ द सार्क इट्स फुली लोकेशन नॉर्थ ऑफ द इंडिया नॉर्थ ऑफ द इंडिया ऊपर से देखो वहां पे लग सकता है दैट द बाउंड्री ऑफ द इंडिया अफगानिस्तान देन पाकिस्तान यहाँ पे देखो साउथ एशियन कंट्री पाकिस्तान देन नेपाल नेपाल यहाँ से देखो नेपाल नेपाल देन नेपाल फुली लोकेशन साउथ एशिया देन इंडिया इंडिया फुली लोकेशन दैट इज द साउथ एशिया देन मालदीव्स देखो यहां से नीचे से देखो नीचे से दैट इज द मालदीव्स देन भूटान भूटान देखो यहां ज्यादा दूर नहीं इंडिया से ज्यादा दूर नहीं है दैट इंडिया का पूरा फुली नेबल कंट्री देन दैट द बांग्लादेश यहां पे देखो बांग्लादेश यहां पे बांग्लादेश देन श्रीलंका ये देखो श्रीलंका okay all are the member country of the SARC fully location South Asian continent the associations of the South Asian Association Regional Corporation established in the year 1985 how many member country total 8 member country its formula that the apni mbbs important points but ASEAN teams BBPCL. Teams BBPCL. Total 10 member country of the ASEAN, but 8 member country of the SARC. Very, very important point. Okay. Number question. Which country not a member of the SARC? Which country not member of the SARC? Question. Which country not member? Question. Which country not member of the SARC? Right? Member of the SARC. Okay. Myanmar, Nepal, India, Pakistan. Which country not a member of the SARC? Myanmar. Which country the member of the ASEAN? This country not member of the SARC. This member of the not member of the SARC. Myanmar fully location Southeast Asian nation. Southeast Asian nation. Myanmar. But Nepal, India, Pakistan fully location south of the Asian continent. South of the Asian continent. All are the famous and very, very most important points of the every exam which are established its headquarters and how many member country and C stand for SARC stand for very, very important. Next point. Then United number point 9. Number point 9. United Nation environment program but UNEP very, very important organization of the UNO very, very important points and maximum time question at its headquarters established in the year and its headquarters that is the Nairobi the capital city of the Kenya the African country okay it's established in the year 1972 Junior Assistant Qualitative Exam, OSSS exam, which are established that is UNEP, United Nation Environment Program. United Nation Environment Program. Its headquarters Nairobi, capital city of the Kenya, that is the African country, and established in the 1973. Next point, then Interpol, number point 10. Next point, number point 10, that is the Interpol, International Police Organization. That is the Interpol. Interpol. Okay. Also known as, that is the capital letters. International Criminal Police Organization. International International National Criminal Police Organization. Police Organization. Also known as Interpol. Also known as Interpol. Okay, very very important points. Its headquarters Lyons. Lyons, the small city of the France. Okay, small city of the France, that is the Lyons. Established in the year 1923. The oldest organization of the UNO, that is the International Criminal Police Organization, also known as Interpol. Its headquarters Lyons and established in the 1933. Okay, that the question I get the previous exam. Who place that is the headquarters of the Interpol, International Criminal Police Organization. Okay, its headquarters Lyons. Okay, next point. Then that is the WTO, World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization. Okay, also known as WTO. Also known as WTO. Okay, World Trade Organization. The another name of the GATT. Another name of GATT. That is the okay World Trade Organization. Its rename change why? Because 1995. Its headquarters, that is the Geneva. Its headquarters, that is the Geneva. Okay. World Trade Organization. Its rename change why? That is the GATT. GATT General Agreement Tariff and Trade, established in the 1947. Its name change why? Because 1995. Its name हो जाएगी, that is World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization. Okay, very very important points. But which year established, that is the World Trade Organization? 1995. But its previous day, its name of the previous day, that is the World Trade Organization, that is the GATT. That is the GATT. Its headquarters Geneva, Switzerland. Next point 10. Organization of American States. Next point. Organization of some of American States. American States. That's the OAS. Its headquarters Washington DC. Its headquarters Washington DC. USA. That the Washington DC. Its headquarters. Its headquarters. Organization of American States. Under the work that is the UNO. Its headquarters Washington. Washington, the capital city of the USA. DC. DC means District of Columbia. District of Columbia. Okay. DC. DC means District of Columbia. That's the Khorda, Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar. That's the capital city of the Odisha. Bhubaneswar. District of Khorda. District of Khorda. Yes or no? That the Washington DC, the major capital city of the USA, and District of Columbia. Okay. Its headquarters Washington. Next point. But Washington DC, important point. Washington DC, location Bank of the River, railway NTPC ticket collector exam, ticket collector entrance clerk exam. Potomac, name of the river, Washington DC, location Bank of the River, Potomac. Okay, Bhubaneswar, location Bank of the River, Daya and Daya River and Kathadu. कुछ छोड़ दो ओके दया रिवर बैंक ऑफ द रिवर दया ओके बट वाशिंगटन डीसी बैंक ऑफ द रिवर पोटोमाक पोटोमाक रिवर very important points next then world council of churches next point world council of churches okay WCC World Council of Churches is headquartered Geneva, Geneva, Switzerland. Established in the 1948. Which year established? 1948. Then Economic Commission of Africa. Next point. Next point. Economic Commission for Africa. Economics Commission for Africa. Its headquarters Addis Ababa. Its headquarters Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Okay. Established in the year 1958. 1958. Next point. Next point. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee. United Nations. Next point. United Nations High Commissioner. High for Refugee. also known as UNSCR. UNSCR, High Commissioner for Refugee. Its headquarters Geneva, established in the 1950. Which year? 1950. Next point. Next point. Then International Atomic Energy Agencies. Next point. International Atomic Energy Agencies. Energy agencies. Agencies. That is the IAEA. IAEA. Okay. International Atomic Nuclear Reactor of the world. Okay. International Atomic Energy Agencies. Important points. Its headquarters Vienna. Its headquarters Vienna. Then the Austria. Austria. Established in the 1957. Okay. Very, very important point. There, where is the headquarters of the International Atomic Energy Agencies? International Atomic Energy Agencies. It's which are established 1957 and its headquarters Vienna. Okay. Next point. Then UNIDO, United Nations. Next point. United Nations. United Nation Industrial Industrial Development Organization, also known as UNIDO. UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Its headquarters Vienna, Austria. Established in the 1966. Okay, maximum time. Maximum time. UNIDO stand for United Nations Industrial Development Organization, United Nations International Development Organization, United Nations Intercultural Development Organization. The four option I. Four option I. That the real answer. That is the real right answer. That the United Nations Industrial. I for industrial. D for development of organization. Okay. It's headquartered Vienna, Austria. That the European continent nation established in 1966. Then on Octave, next point, United Nations, next point, United Nations Conference, Conference trade on trade and development, on trade and development. Okay, also known as UNCTAD, 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 United Nations Conference Trade and Development. Its headquarters Geneva. Its headquarters Geneva, Switzerland. Switzerland, that is the European continent, the famous country of the world. Okay, its headquarters Geneva, established in the 1964. Which are established? 1964. Next point, then that is the WWF, World Wildlife Fund. Next point, World Wildlife Fund. World Wildlife Fund, also known as WWF. Wildlife, then Banya Jantu Saranchana Kendra of the world. Okay, Banya Jantu, that is the wildlife. Wildlife means the tiger, buffalo, lion, sugar, that is the deer, everything. That is wildlife. Wildlife, Banya Hinsra Jantu, Saranchana Kendra. That is the fund for population, that is the wildlife. Okay, its headquarters. Its headquarters, that the gland, that is the Switzerland. Switzerland, established in the 1961. 1961. Okay, next point. Then IOC. Next point. Very, very important point. International Olympic Committee. International Olympic Committee. IOC, important point. International Olympic Committee. Its headquarters Lausanne. Headquarters Lausanne, Switzerland. Okay, established in the 1894. Which are established? 1894. Oldest organization. International Olympic, also known as the largest sports festival of the world. Olympic. Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics, Youth Olympics, another. Okay, that is the its headquarter. Its headquarter. Fully location, the famous city of the Switzerland. Not Geneva, not Glam, not another. But that is the Lausanne, the famous city of the world. Its fully location in European continent. Its headquarter Lausanne, Switzerland. Maximum time Olympic, the International Olympic Committee. Okay, the headquarter of the International Olympic Committee, Lausanne, Glar, Bonn, Geneva. Not for Geneva, not Glar, not Bonn, but the Lausanne. Okay, important points. Next point, then the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Next point, Commonwealth, Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Government meeting. Okay, that the CHOGM. Its headquarters London, UK. The famous country, that is the famous city of the European continent of the world, London. Fully location, bank of the river Thames. London location, bank of the river Thames River. Okay, its headquarters London and established in the year, not for idea, not for idea. Okay, Commonwealth heads of a government meeting. It's headquarters London and London fully location, back of the river Thames. famous European continent river, Thames. Okay. Next point, then Organization of Petroleum Export Countries. Next point, Organization Organization of Petroleum Petroleum Export Countries. Export countries. That is the OPEC. OPEC. OPEC stand for Organization of Petroleum Export Countries. Petroleum export countries. Which country that the export of the petroleum? Petrol and diesel, that the fuel, all of Organization Petroleum Export Countries, OPEC. Its headquarters Vienna. Its headquarters Vienna, Austria. Established in the year 1960. Which year established? OPEC 1960. Then, then that the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. Next point, Organization for Economics, for Economics, Cooperation and Development, Cooperation and Development. Okay, also known as OECD. OECD. Okay, its headquarters Paris. Paris. Then the France. Okay, highly developed city of the world. Highly developed city, highly developed country of the world. France. Okay, its fully location European continent. European continent. Okay, the famous, its headquarters Paris, established in the year, that the 1961. 1961. Next point. Next point. Then Central Treaty Organization. Next point. Central Treaty Organization, also known as CENTO. Also known as CENTO, Central Treaty Organization. Its headquarters Ankara. Ankara, Turkey. Ankara is the capital city of the Turkey. Established in the 1955. Which year established? 1955. Okay. Next point. Then ISRO. Next point. European Space Research Organization. Space Research Organization. Its headquarters Paris. Then ISRO. European Space Research Organization. Its headquarters Paris, France. Okay. Established in the 1962. 1962. Then Benelux. Benelux. Next point. Next point, Benelux Union. Benelux Union. All are the major international organization under the work, that is the UNO. Benelux Union. Benelux means that the three country, including the Union, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg Union. Its headquarter. Its headquarter. Brussels, Belgium. Brussels, Belgium. Established in the year 1944. 1944. Next point. Then Economic and Social Commission for Asia and Pacific. Next point. Economic and Social Commission for Economic, Social and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Asia and the Pacific. Okay, that is the SCAF. That is the SCAF. Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. SCAF. Its headquarters Bangkok. Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, Bangkok, Thailand. Its headquarters established in the year 1947. Which year established? 1947. Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Next point. Then Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. Economics. लेकिन next point. Economic and Social Commission for Latin America. Economic Commission for Latin America. Latin America and the Caribbean. Okay. Also known as ECLAC. Latin America Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. Its headquarter Santiago, Chile, or Chile, South America. Its headquarters established in the 1948. Which year established? 1948. Okay. Next point. Then Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia. Next point. Economic and Social Commission for Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia. Western Asia. Okay. Also known as ESCWA. ESCWA. Okay. Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia. Its headquarters, that is the Virat, Lebanon, Lebanon. Okay, established in the 1973. Which year? 1973. Next point. Then Anjus Council. Next point. Anjus Council. Anjus Council. What is this? Total three nations, including that is the Union. Three countries. Anjus Council. Not her name. That is the ladies. Anjus. That is the name of the three nations, including their developed of the countries. That is Australia, A for Australia, NZ for New Zealand, US for USA. Australia, New Zealand, and USA. United States, America. Council. Okay. Its headquarters, Canberra. Its headquarters, Canberra. Okay. Australia. Canberra is the capital city of the Australia. Established in the year 1951. Which year established? 1951. Next point. Then United Nations Center for Human Settlement. Important points. United Nations Center for Center for Human Settlement. Human settlements. Okay, that the UNCHS. Okay, its headquarters Nairobi. Important point. Nairobi, Kenya. African country. Established in the 1978. Which year? 1978. United Nations Center for Human Settlements. Human Settlements. Its headquarters Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya. Which year established? 1978. Next point. Then UNICEF. All are known. UNICEF. Previous day. United Nation International. United Nation International Children's Emergency Fund. Children's Emergency Fund. Emergency Fund. Also known as UNICEF. UNICEF. United maximum time question in exam. Sure. Try maximum. That is the C for. C stand for children's cultural coordination and confederal. Which option? That is the right answer. That is the stand for C. Stand for C. That is the children's, not cultural, not coordination, not cooperation, not confederal. Not United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Okay, its headquarters Newark, Newark, USA. Established in the year 1946. Which year established that the UNICEF? 1946. 1946. Important points. Okay. Next point. Then United Nations Fund for Population Activities. Next point. United Nations. United Nations Fund for Population Activities. Population activities. The UNFPA. UNFPA. United Nations Fund for Population Activities. Okay, its headquarters Newark, Newark, US. Okay, established in the year that is 1967. 1967. Okay, United Nations Fund for Population Activities. Next point, then United Nations Development Program. Next point, important point. United Nations, United Nations Fund for Population Development Program, Development Program. That is the UNDP. UNDP. Okay. Its headquarters Newark. Its headquarters Newark, USA. Established in the 1966. Which year established? 1966. United Nations Development Program. Next point. Then United Nations Institute for Training and Research. Next point. Very, very important. Next point. Major organization that is the UNO. United Nations Institute for United Nations Institute for Institute for Training and Research. Training and Research. Also known as UNITAR. Also known as UNITAR. Okay. United Nations Institute for Training and Research. Its headquarters Newark. Its headquarters Newark, USA. Established in the 1963. Which year? 1963. Newark, USA. Institute for United Nations Training and Research. Next point. Then there is the United Nations Research Institute for Social Development. Next point. United Nations United Nations United Nations Research Institute for Social Development. Development. Okay, it's headquarters also known as the unraised. Unraised. Its headquarters, that is the Geneva, Geneva, Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, established in the 1963. Which was established? 1963. Next point, then World Food Program. Very, very important points. Very, very important points. World Food Program. WFP. World Food Program. Okay. Its headquarters, that is the Rome. Rome, Italy. Established in the year 1961. 1961. World Food Program. World Food Program. Its headquarters, Rome. Next point, then that is the FAO. Next point, important point. FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. Food and Agricultural Organization. Adiveno. Food and agricultural maximum, not for change of the option. Only place food and agriculture. खाद्य and कृषि संस्थान. जाति संघ खाद्य and कृषि संस्थान कहाँ पर इस लोकेशन दैट द हेड ऑफिस मुख्य कार्यालय है. ओके, इस हेडक्वार्टर आंख बुझकर दो आंसर मारा था, दैट इज द रोम, इटाली. Italy, highly developed country of the world. Highly developed country of the world. Italy. Total. And group of Italy, the group of G7 or 8 nations. Group of 8, 7 or 8 nations. No, all or no? Everybody's G8 nation. G8 means highly developed country of the world. G country, group of 8 nations. The highly developed, highly industrial country of the world. Highly developed country of the world, per capita income per high, very high. Okay, but all are the nations of the world that are developing, but only 8 nations that are highly developed, also known as G8 nation. G8 nation. Well, G8 nation. G8 or 7 or 7 or 8 nation of the world. That's the highly developed country. Highly developed country. Developed country of the world. Okay, highly developed, per capita income very high. Which is nation? Chota formula. Remind is okay. That's the GJ fabric. GJ GJ fabric. Okay. GJ fabric. G for Germany. G for Germany. J for Japan. A for France. A for America. America. Then R for Russia. I for India. No. I for Italy. I for Italy. Then C for Canada. Okay. Total 8 nations highly developed. Germany, Japan, France, America, Russia, excuse me, Russia, I for Italy, C for Canada. Total G8 group of nation. G8 group of nation, highly developed. Its, its headquarter, Washington DC. Headquarter, Washington. Established in the year 1975. Note it, 1975. Okay. But Food and Agricultural Organization of the UNO, its headquarters, Rome. Highly developed city of the world, Rome. The capital city of the Italy. Established in the year 1945, maximum. That is the power which are established 1945. But G8 1975. Highly developed. Okay. Important points. Important points. All are the important. Okay. Next point. Then International Civil Aviation Organization. International Civil Aviation. Civil Aviation Organization. Okay. Its headquarters that the ICAO. ICAO. Its headquarters that the Montreal, Canada. Montreal, Canada. Okay. Established in the 1947. Which year? 1947. Then International Fund for Agricultural Development. Next point. International Fund for Agricultural Development. Okay. Development. Also known as IFAD. IFAD. Its headquarters Rome. All are the agricultural or food. Its headquarters Rome, Italy. Established in the 1977. Maximum time for food and agriculture established 1945. Maximum time question I common exam. Okay. Next point. Then International Labour Organization. International Labour Organization. That is the ILO. ILO, International Labour Organization. Its headquarters, Geneva, Switzerland. Established in the 1919. Oldest organization, ILO, important point. Important point. International Labour Organization. Its headquarters, Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva, Switzerland. Important points. Then International Monetary Fund, the finance department of the UNO. International Monetary Fund. Monetary Fund. That is the IMF. International Monetary Fund. That is the finance department of the world. IMF. Its headquarters Washington DC. Washington DC, USA. Established in the 1945. Which are established? 1945. Okay. 1945. Next point. Then ITU, International Telecommunication Union. International Telecommunication Union. Telecommunication Union. Its headquarters Geneva, the ITU. Okay, Geneva, Switzerland. Its headquarters at the and established in the 1865. 1865. International Telecommunication Union. Important points. Next point. Then UNESCO. Important points. Next point. UNESCO. United Nations. United Nation educational, scientific and cultural organization, also known as UNESCO. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Very, very important points. Very, very important points. That is the UNESCO. Okay, its headquarters Paris. Its headquarters Paris. Established in the 1946. 1946. Important points. C for cultural, E for educational, E for stand for. Okay. Next point. Then UPU, Universal Postal Union. Universal Postal Union. Postal Union. Okay. Universal Postal Union. That's the Bonn, Switzerland. UPU. Bonn, Switzerland. Capital city of the Switzerland, Bonn. Okay. Established in the year 1870, that the postal department of the UN, that the postal Daka Vibhag, the Universal Postal Union, Post Department, all are known that the Indian history. Who is the established that the postal department, railway department, public work department, PWD department of the India. It is established by British and the famous Governor General at that time 1854. The Lord Dalhousie. Lord Dalhousie established the railway and postal department, telephone department, public work department, all are maximum department established by him. Established by him, maximum departments. And the famous largest public sector, that is the railway and postal department, established in the 1874. 1874. Next point, World Health Organization. Important points. World Health WHO, World Health Organization, very very important. Okay, World Health Organization. Its headquarters, that is the Geneva. Its headquarters, where is Geneva? Maximum headquarters, that is the Geneva, Switzerland. Food and agricultural, that is the Rome, Italy. Established 1945. Environment program, Nairobi. Okay, the maximum organization, its headquarters, that is the European continent, that is the Geneva. Okay, World Health Organization, Geneva. Established which year? 1948. Okay. Next point, then WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay. Its headquarters, Geneva, Switzerland. Established in the 1950. Which year established? 1950. Okay. Then next point, Women Aid International. Women Aid International. Okay. Its headquarters London. London, UK. Established in the 1982. Okay. Which year? 1982. Next point. Then Organization of Arab Petroleum Export Countries. Next point. Organization of Organization of Arab Petroleum. Arab Petroleum Exporting. Okay, countries. Its headquarters Kuwait. Kuwait. That the established in the 1968. Which are established? 1968. That the Organization of Arab Petroleum Export Countries. Export maximum that the petroleum product that the exporting. Which is nation? That the Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq, Sheikh, every nation that the export of the petroleum and its headquarters and work under the okay, that is the its name, that is the Organization of Arab Petroleum Export Countries. Its headquarters Kuwait, capital city Kuwait City, established 1968. Next point, then IBRD, important point. IBRD, International Bank and for Reconstruction and Development. Reconstruction and Development. Okay, also known as IBRD. IBRD. Important point. Important. Okay, very very important. Also known as World Bank. Also known as World Bank. Okay, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, also known as IBRD, also known as World Bank. Its headquarters, that is the Washington DC. Its headquarters, Washington DC, USA. Established in the 1945. IMF, that is the Finance Department of the UNO. Finance Department of the UNO. Its headquarters is Washington. World Bank headquarters, Washington. Okay, established 1945. Then Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Next point, Organization Organization of Economic Cooperation of Economic Operation and Development and Development. OECD. OECD. Its headquarters Paris, France. Its headquarters Paris. Established in the 1961. Okay. Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Its headquarters Paris, France. Next point. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Last point. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Okay, then the OIC. OIC. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. OIC. Its headquarters that is the Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Okay. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. OIC. Its headquarters Jeddah. Okay. And another last one point. Then that is the BRICS Samiti, BRICS Union. Last point, very very important point. BRICS Union. The BRICS means that the five nations, including that is their developed under the program, all the committees. Okay, that the BRICS Union. BRICS means that the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That is the BRICS Union. Okay, it's established in the year 2009. 2009. Okay, but its headquarters China. Its headquarters China, Beijing. Beijing, China. Okay, established in the year 2009. BRICS Union. All are the complete. The international organization and their headquarters. Next point, Secretary General of UN and their tenure. Next point, next heading. Chota, thoda hai. Okay, Secretary General. Secretary General of UN and their tenure. Their tenure. Heading Secretary General, the Chief of the UNO. Chief of the UN also known as Secretariat. Secretary General. Okay, the head of the UNO. The first Secretary General of the UNO tried lead maximum time question like the previous exam and come from that is the next exam. On India exam that is the maximum time. Okay, heading that is the Secretary General. First Secretary General. First number point one. First Secretary General of the UN. first Secretary General of the UNO. That is the Tribally. 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 Associated the which country? Norway. Norway. During this period, 1945 to 52. 1945 to 52. During this period, the first Secretary General of the UN. Maximum time question, NTPC, Railway Board exam, OPSC, UPSC, every exam. OSSC, every exam के लिए important points. The first Secretary General of the UN. Traveling. So which country? Which country? Norway. During this period, 1945. Next point. Next point. The first Asian Secretary General of the UN. Next point, number point 2. The first Secretary General, the first Asia, sorry, first ASEAN Secretary General of the UN. Okay, first Asian Secretary. Asian means the first selection for the Asian continent. The first Secretary. एशिया मास का प्रथम जनरल सेक्रेटरी कौन है? दैट द मुख्य सचिव कौन है? मुख्य शासनकर्ता कौन है? दैट इज द यूएनओ का फर्स्ट एशियन कॉन्टिनेंट. एशिया महासागर प्रथम व्यक्ति कौन है? दैट द फर्स्ट सेक्रेटरी जनरल ऑफ द यूएनओ. दैट्स द नेम. दैट द यूथांट. Associated with which country? Myanmar. During this period, 1961 to 71. 1961 to 71. Okay. 1961 to 71. Every 5 years, the tenure of the Secretary General of the UNO, that's the 5 year. 5 year. That is the Secretary General the continue 5 year continue. That is the year job. Okay, but re-election हो जाएगी तो बाद तो फिर 5 year in total 10 year. Okay, the first Asian General Secretary of the UNO, that is the thought. Very important points. Okay, the recent elected by the UNO, that the Secretary General. Okay, देखो the recent elected, the present, like the present General Secretary of the UNO, General Secretary of the UNO, present General Secretary of the UNO, whose name? Antonio Guterres. Important point. Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres, the former Prime Minister of Portugal. Former Prime Minister of Antonio Guterres, the former PM of Portugal. Okay, was elected for the year 2017. 2017. After the retirement for that the Ban Ki-moon. Okay, 2017 till now. After retirement of Ban Ki-moon. Ban Ki-moon, that is the South Korea. Okay, all are complete. Till now, UNO and their headquarters and their international organization and they say Secretary General and their tenure, all are the complete. The very very important topic, every on India exam के लिए. Okay, then डिस्कशन करोगे आपका साथ नेक्स्ट क्लास का साथ. ओके, थैंक यू. ଏଠୁ ସିଟ୍ ରେ ଲେଖା ହଉଛି ଲେଖା ତ ଲେଖୁଛ କଣ ପଢଉଛି ବୋଲି ଲେଖିବିନି କଣ ଲେଖିବି ତ ସେଟା ଗଣେଶ ସାରଙ୍କ ନାଇଁ ନା ନାଇଁ
ଆପଣ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଇଗଲେ